Let's talk quickly about how divine favor can leave anybody when they find themselves giving in to temptation. We're going to use this guy, Samson, his story in the book of Judges, chapter 16. Here we discover a man by the name of Samson, who indeed was chosen and called by God. Now remember, God had gifted him with strength to serve a divine purpose. There was a higher calling over his life. But here's the thing, even with God's strength, on Samson's side, his personal weaknesses like flirting with temptation became eventually his downfall. When he fell into temptation with Delilah, yes, you heard that right. Remember Delilah? He revealed his secret plan and suddenly God's favor was withdrawn. His strength left him and he was captured. He was humiliated, even blinded. The Philistines gouged out his eyes. Now, here's the lesson. Divine favor isn't something we earn by our good actions, but it's a gift from God. And I want you to remember that there's nothing you can do to earn God's divine favor. But that favor can be lost when we entertain temptation and compromise our integrity. Samson's story shows us how giving into temptation can lead us away from God's grace and God's divine purpose. However, here's the good news. Even when we mess up, guys, if we turn back to God genuinely with absolute sincerity, He can restore us. Samson's lost prayer for strength was a cry for mercy, and God used that moment to fulfill His purpose through Samson, even though Samson had weaknesses. God's plan was made perfect through the repentant heart. So, here's the deal. Stay vigilant. Divine favor depends on our obedience and staying away from what tempts us away from God's plan. When we resist temptation, we stay under God's divine blessing. But when we give in, we risk losing that divine empowerment. I want the divine empowerment of God to succeed in everything that I do. Now, think about it. God's strength is with us, but we have a part to play. Stay faithful, stay alert, and always turn back to Him, even when you stumble. That's where divine favor truly remains.